Hello, guys, gals, and non binary pals, and welcome to the Fey Realm. We have returned with death. Some more moral quandaries await. It shall be quite interesting, I think. Adam, over to you, sir.
So you are still in Falkovnia,
Forever.
a- and you have made contact with some of the soldiers and officers of the Falcons, and you have been conscripted to join up with them. But as part of that process, you have been tasked with um, helping to finish off the last dregs of rebellion that have plagued this otherwise utopian land. And so uh, we go right there. As you've been traveling along with Captain uh, Bother, I already forgot his name. Um,
Shubalov?
that's the one, Shuvalov.
Yes.
Um, I
I was
was like,
looking for it in the
Bother.
notes.
I did listen to, or
I-
watch the other.
I kept
session.
wanting to say Sokolov, and I'm like, no, that's something different.
Shubalov.
So Shovalov leads you along. Now, we're still on the death screen because I wanted to give you a chance as you are traveling to perhaps do some talking as he gets just a bit ahead of the rest of you.
Oh, good. I was about to ask if he was still within an earshot.
Yes, you get a moment with to quietly discuss.
We're not really going to put people on spikes, are we?
I suppose that depends on how things play out.
You're just-
Depends. Do you envision a scenario in which we would actually need to do so?
We show up, they try to kill us, we fight back.
And we have no further questions on that? Should we be fighting back? Should we be attempting to end their lives? What does it gain us if we do?
The problem is, what do we lose if we turn on the Falcons?
What if we just escape to where Drakov is? You know, before you said you hadn't beaten her in 30 years, but also now it's been 30 more years for her.
That's
It's very
true.
possible at her age you could beat her in single combat, so that is still a viable option, perhaps.
And yet all of the soldiers still speak of her as if she was an indomitable fighting force. I dare say, something is going on here. Something that we need to figure out. There is far too much going on that I don't understand. For what it's worth, I agree. I would rather not massacre a bunch of rebels that can be of use to us. On the other hand, we may not be left with a lot of choice. The biggest problem comes from having to decide between killing rebels and killing our escort.
Looking around, how many are with us? I know Shuvalov is. How many? Sorry, how many soldiers?
So right now it's Shuvalov and a quartet of soldiers, and that's it. That is currently accompanying you.
Easily join the rebels and take them, I think.
Okay. And what if we find out that the 15 people holed up in this fortress that we're going to are the only rebels left? Do we throw everything away and get ourselves branded as deserters so that we can have 15 random non-soldiers on our side?
rather not kill 15 random soldiers for just to prove my loyalty, especially when I don't have any. Not to them.
You do not. But making a show of that loyalty is how we get closer to Drakov and thus our goal.
And that is ultimately the unfortunate reality of the situation. Our mission is to dispose of the Dreadlord. Anything in pursuit of that mission must be considered.
You ask what we would gain from killing them. Getting the trust that we need to get in closer. What do we gain by not? Aside from another stain upon our souls, which I think is inevitable at this point.
Well, I don't know about that. I've only so far fought monsters and ghosts.
I ask because I am not a soldier. I ask because I am not familiar with the nature of war. Thus far, we've taken the lives of beasts, monsters, and yes, other mortals, other sapient beings, for the most part, fanatics, for the most part, those loyal to a Dreadlord. I do not yet call myself adept in the ways of taking lives.
If it bothers you, you can leave it to me. I am very well versed in the massacre of living people.
That's what I'm worried about.
I have not yet written these people off as a lost cause. I still would like to have a word with the rebels. But the question was asked, do we really intend to kill them? And the answer is, if needs must.
The trot of the horse slows and comes to a stop as Shuvalov raises a hand to pause the march. We are getting close. Catch up. I know you're not on horseback, but even still, you do not want to freeze to death, so you must move.
Apologies. My friends are used to having to keep pace with me. And while I can march for days, I don't move as fast as I used to.
Of course. But do not sell yourself short either. And you certainly do not have to deceive me. Here, the camp. We have arrived. It looks like the majority of the work is done. That should make things much simpler.
Was there already an attack on this camp? If so, why weren't they finished off in the initial strike?
That is an excellent question. And with that, we will take you to said place. So as you get closer and approach, you can see that many bodies are already impaled upon spikes. The defenses have been certainly breached, and there's actually very little sign of battle, save for the bodies.
Aside from that small detail.
How fresh are the bodies? Has the blood frozen yet, or do they look like this has been a recent event?
Relatively recent, perhaps a day.
It does appear that the work here is already done. How curious.
Are we too late, Commander? I have brought fresh recruits. And yet, I think you have already performed all of the duties necessary. Do not fear, soldier. There are more within. Hold up. And we have just about broken through the last of the defenses. Come.
The commander that he's speaking to, does his voice sound familiar at all? Can I see him at all?
You can see him, yes. He looks familiar to you. And yet very different. You think that this was some soldier that perhaps you knew in his younger days. At the time you would have served with him, perhaps he would have been quite green.
Well, onward.
Onward indeed.
Hello, recruits. I am Commander Stuko.
Yi-Ling does the Falcon salute.
Good. You have already begun your lessons. Come with me.
Sir.
Does the name at all sound familiar to me? Having that information added?
Yes. His name has, well, of course, always been Stuko, but you used to make fun of him. Like you, well, maybe not you specifically, but the soldiers used to tease him, and they used to call him Stuck On. It wasn't a great joke, but it was a new guy.
Was
It
he
looks
part
like
of the Vanguard, or was he attached with a different unit?
he was part of the army proper, whereas you were a mercenary for the majority of time until you sort of were adopted in and then climbed from there. So you probably did like a mission together at some point. It was like a joint force operation. It is open. The way. The way forward is pleasingly simple. The resistors inside have already been subdued. You need only impale them.
That's not much of a fight now, is it?
Maybe you'll get lucky. You approach the mouth of the cave, and even here you can hear the whimpering of people from within. Your shadow looms long into the cavern mouth, and you can hear people gasping as they hear your footsteps approaching.
As Drausken steps inside, he's going to go ahead and draw his sword.
One of them shudders. Another one stands up and takes a step forward.
In particular, I want to scan and see if I recognize any of these people as well, but Drausken is kind of getting ready to do what he needs to do.
You recognize them as Falkovnians, but certainly you do not know them personally. They're just people.
You have all been branded as rebels and traitors against the lawful authority of General Vladeska Drakov, ruler of this realm. As such, you are sentenced to punishment. Do you have anything to say for yourselves?
One of them in the back crawls forward before the chains binding him keep him from moving any further. Please don't, sir. Please. We only wanted to live life the way that we had desired to do. Please, there must be some end to this hell.
For you, there is.
Please, I will do anything. I will. And the one next to him kind of like actually takes his bound hands and clocks him in the head.
You seem made of sterner stuff. Are you prepared to face your fate, or do you have words for me?
Why don't you just do what you have come here to do?
Drausken is going to look back at his party members to see what people are looking like, what they're doing, and also to see how close the commander is getting.
I'm gonna
So
angle,
you-
I'm gonna angle myself so I can see out the door to keep an eye on the commander.
All right. So let me change something really quick. Move the wrong thing. Okay, here we go. Nope, I keep moving a staked body. Oops.
I mean, maybe he
Okay.
will be that at some point. But...
Maybe, yeah. So they're kind of like peeking in a little bit, but they start kind of talking and catching up, and you hear like a chuckle or two between them. They're a bit distracted.
I'll make a chat gesture at Drausken.
As the refugees continue to flee, Lynn simply lowers her hat and turns away.
Why do you hesitate?
Drausken is going to step forward, kind of sheath his sword, and grab the guy by the collar. You're already beaten. My orders aren't to kill you. They're to sentence you to impalement.
So you have said.
Unless you can come up with a compelling reason why I should do otherwise.
Because it is the action of a coward.
He is going to sucker punch the guy in front of him.
He does not dodge. He does not block. You hit him. He collapses to the ground.
Not very tough now, are you?
He spits.
As he kind of like gets down in his face. He takes the spit
No, not at you. Just
Okay.
like to the side, like he's got to spit a tooth out now. Like,
Odds of your friends and you surviving this are not very good.
he looks at you, puzzled.
If there is anything you can tell me about how to stop the Falcons and to get to their commander, you have a very short amount of time to tell me.
There are things that have recently changed. One comes from the moon, and another from the stars.
Brace yourself. Then he's going to pick him up and throw him into the barrels.
Oh!
And then he's going to follow him over. Go on.
Oh! The moon, it portends a dark power that the old woman uses.
The old woman. Is that Drakov?
Who else? And the stars bring a visitor, one born to the life of a falcon.
Has she made a pact with some kind of outside force? Is she dealing with demons? Tell me anything. And he's going to kind of like drag him into the group, throw him down onto one of the bedrolls, and kind of stand over him.
Oh, thank you for at least doing the bedroll this time. The dead change. They have become something else. I do not think that the old woman and her changes are of any coincidence.
Drakov. Her name is Drakov.
An imposing name, a name for a warrior. But she is not. She is a butcher.
A quaint difference. But it doesn't matter. Are there more of your people still alive? Are there others that can help fight her, or are you the last?
No. There's only one other, I think, that can stop her. And then, using his two bound hands, he looks at you and at your companions, and he points at you.
Drausken is going to kind of pull him in, just like knee him.
Oh!
I don't know that I can spare you and your friends the death that is coming, but I can try to make it quick.
How generous. Should I thank you?
Unless there's something that you can tell me that is worth more than the trust of the Falcons. Your time is now very short. He kind of throws him back, pulls out a knife, and gets real close.
The stranger from the stars. They ride upon the back of a great steed, a dragon. I do not believe their loyalties are with Drakov, but with the simplicity of blood.
You think they can be turned against each other?
I don't think this visitor has any honor or compunction. They have a weapon. The most terrible armament I have ever seen in my life. I saw it cleave men in lines and single strokes. It is
Impressive.
beautiful, silvery in sheen, encrusted with rubies. With that sword, one could kill a god.
Noted. Are you the leader of this band?
No. The leader was my son. He is already dead. I'm just an old man.
Aside from the front door, is there any way for you and your people to get out of here?
Death.
Then know that I am sorry it has to end this way. But believe me when I tell you, it's a lot faster than dying on the pike. And he will cut the man's throat.
As you're cutting, as you bring the knife to him, he actually grabs your wrist and pushes back and tries to fight you. Despite everything, he's not going to go down easily. You overpower him, and the knife connects with his throat, and as you draw it across, it goes much slower than you had hoped. And the cut becomes jagged, and it tears. Blood sprays from his throat and showers you. And the stone floor and the drifted snow are bathed in crimson until at last his grip loosens and his skin grows pale and his beard, drenched in red, lets out one last gout of blood before at last he collapses onto the ground. You are covered in warmth.
I respect your tenacity, but it didn't have to go that way. And he will drag the man's body out towards the door. I don't think they want to die. They keep putting up a fight.
No. Do you think any of them would make for a decent recruit?
Sadly, probably the sternest one in the group is this one here, and he seemed pretty adamant about not joining up.
I see. Well, it looks as if you have slit his throat already, but we can still put him on the pike for show. The others, though... Oh, that's very funny. As far as the others go, I expect them to die slowly upon the pike. Thank you.
Where are the pikes? And do you expect the four of us to do this whole lot ourselves?
Is that too much trouble?
It'll just take a while.
We have time.
Where would you like him? Out front with the rest? Or is there some other place?
There are already quite a few in the front. Perhaps a path along the roadway, yes. Sort of lining it up in the frame. Try to keep them even on both sides. I like the symmetry.
I see. Commander, is it? And he's going to kind of talk to him as he's dragging the body towards the road. Have you been at this for a while?
Most of my life, in fact.
Does it suit you?
I prefer this job to his.
I suppose that's fair. But what about retirement?
Retirement.
I heard from some people that your general was looking for a way to end all this. Is that something that you and your fellow commanders want as well? Or are you like our friend here, who has only ever known a life of war and loves it with all his being?
I love war. I love my role in this world. But this enemy has been defeated many times. Perhaps with a true victory, a finality, there will come a new horizon, a new land to conquer. New bodies to decorate the roads.
Is the commander kind of walking with him as he's speaking, or?
Well, right now you're still in the same spot.
Well, yes, I don't necessarily want to but.
So he moves along with you, and Shovalov kind of stays with everybody else, like watching to see what the rest of you are going to do. Oh wait, where'd you go? Okay, there you are. I'm zoomed in too much.
I look
out,
to
zoom out.
Loraphyra. I look to Loraphyra and I look to Yi-Ling with concern, and I say, "They will not tolerate hesitation."
Old time Drausken was putting on his show. I think we were all standing too far away to hear what he was saying, although we could guess at it, but Yi-Ling was...
I would say you heard everything.
Oh, well, I figured if we heard everything, so did the bad guys.
Yeah,
No, they were talking.
they were
Commanders.
chatting.
Okay.
They're in the yap zone.
I
They're like,
think
how's the missus? Stuff like that.
even hearing everything, I think the whole time she was just stock still, face completely impassive, almost bored looking if you didn't know her, but her knuckles on her glaive were white, because all of these people are chained up, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Yi-Ling's...
Is she about to do something stupid?
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's stupid, but
Yi-Ling,
she's gonna take out her bow.
if we fail Drausken now, everything he has gained here will be for naught.
These people are
This-
unarmed.
They are.
This is his.
Swift death.
No one deserves anything. All they get is what they get.
Well, this is what they will get from me. I'm just gonna walk right up to them.
Lynn is going to walk up to them.
I'm gonna reach over and put my hand on Yi-Ling's bow and put it down.
She takes a knee and she looks each of them in the eye. And to the group as a whole, all she asks is, your favorite flower. It is the last thing and only thing I can offer you.
I do not know the name of flowers, but I have always been fond of yellow.
Then I will ask the soil. Thank you. And I'm sorry.
So do the three of you wait for Drausken to come back, or do you start sticking pikes through people? Or do you start sticking pikes through Falkovnians?
Well, I did say we can't really afford to hesitate, so...
Strictly
Did
looking
we-
at my strength score, I'm not sticking any pikes through anyone.
Did we hear the commander say he expected them all to be on pikes, or did he just say that outside to Drausken?
You know that that's what they want.
Well, before they said alive or dead. So actually, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
No, they they were saying that as they were walking us up to that it was meant to be a show.
What I'm saying is that is your understanding as of me explaining it now.
Actually, I just thought of one more thing. Sorry. I cannot bring you all from this chamber, not as you are. This is where your tale will end. But if you would let me, I would take your dreams with me. And they will
They'll-
continue this fight.
They look confused.
Valid.
It is not so complicated. Your dreams die here, or I will carry them to the road. It is your choice.
Most of them just sort of look perplexed how one might carry or take a dream, or even wonder what their dreams might have been. But one of them steps forward and says, "Ma'am, I do not truly understand what you are asking us, but I have many dreams that I will never see, and I hope that you will take them. Perhaps you will plant them someplace where they can be nourished and grow, and perhaps provide someone with a bit of shade."
When this place is healed, and the soil will carry them, I will take your dreams to them. This is my promise.
While you prepare for this, Drausken carries the deceased prisoner outside the gates alongside the road, and the commander follows.
Drausken is going to kind of try to chat him up as he's moving the body. In particular, he wants to kind of suss out whether all of the remaining commanders are as, of a mind as this soldier is. Basically, are all of the remaining Falcons as have they all drunk the Kool-Aid at this point? Or are there any of the people that still long for a retirement, a better world, an alternative to the endless fighting?
So give me either a performance or deception check.
Either is equally bad.
Yeah.
But he's not trying to deceive anyone. He is genuinely trying to suss out how people feel. What's the general, status of morale in the military?
Yes. However, you are trying to find your motive for doing so is strategic, let's say.
Yes.
So
I would agree. He's not being deceptive, but he is being strategic. There are specific things he's trying to get.
Well, not to be pedantic, but no.
You? Pedantic? Never.
I don't feel like I'm that. No. Anyway, I am outstripped by some.
I was going to say, you only say that because you're comparing yourself to Dane.
Right, yeah. So you actually do a pretty good job getting him to talk. He's a boastful fellow. And so he is happy to share some information. He thinks that there have been some Falcons commanders and leaders that have dissented. There's actually one that looked a lot like you that tried to question Dracoff, and he paid the price dearly. His corpse now decorates the gates to Lakar.
I've seen, and I understand, questioning leadership, especially in a state of war, is a very dangerous prospect.
And he basically explains that the leadership has changed over the years that he has seen it, and that while many believe that what they were doing was either like a cold, hard job that they had to perform, or perhaps even something regrettable, but was for a greater good, these people are no longer around. These are people that love carnage. They love chaos. They love death. And Dracoff keeps them satiated. And even her own bloodlust seems to have only increased, particularly in recent times. Except for one new commander where it seems like the relationship between them is much more of a business thing, but this person also loves carnage, just doesn't love Dracoff as much.
Oh, is this that dragon person that was in command of the camp?
Not a dragon person, no. That's a dragon rider.
Oh. I thought perhaps this commander that we saw at camp might have been that. But you said there's another one that actually rides a dragon. That's impressive stuff.
Oh, you're talking about the Dragonborn. That is something different.
Also Falkovnian?
No, an outsider, a mercenary.
Ah.
Sometimes people make it through the fog, and when they do, they usually don't appreciate our way of life, but some see the beauty in it.
Well, not everyone has a nice long history of war behind them, and for some, what you know is what you know. Am I right?
I suppose.
No, it sounds like you've known war your whole life as well.
Yes, but I will admit, Uh, I have grown tired of the same enemies. It's been a nice change having at least some of the undead become perhaps a little more intelligent or organized or fearsome.
Yes, I
Zombies
suppose you...
can be so very drab.
Right. Gives you an opportunity to try out new things, fight new styles, best new opponents. I understand. As he's kind of getting the body up onto the pike, he's gonna kind of shift his conversation to it looks like there's only a handful of people here. Did the commander stick around and send the rest of his troops off?
Well, the work is done. And while many of us appreciate slaughter, this was more elegantly accomplished.
I see, I see. Well then. In that case, I suppose we better get the rest of these poor sods up on a stick. Where are the rest of the pikes, and are you and your unit going to stick around, or are you heading back to camp while we finish up here?
Oh no, we are here to see your work, to make sure that you have a stomach for this kind of thing. So far, you impale like someone who has done it many times.
Well, I suppose I've got some good examples to look at, and I've spent a long time ramming sharp objects through soft bodies.
Oh, I think I will like you. What is your name again?
I'm trying to remember. Did we ever come up with a cover name?
I said you should, but nope.
Okay. In that case, he will give the name Horan.
Horan. I like that.
It's a hard name for a soldier. I suppose it fits me.
You may call me Commander Stuko.
Commander Stuko, it is a pleasure, sir.
And he'll render a Falcon salute.
Typically, I would reprimand someone who spoke so familiar. But I feel like I have known you a long time.
I appreciate the sentiment, sir, and I will endeavor to be more cordial with my communications in the future.
Just to make sure that your companions are in line.
The rest of them lack a military background. It may take a stern fist, but I think they're quick learners well enough. They'll adapt.
Well, if they are in need of a new spine, there are plenty available.
Well said, sir, well said.
And then Drausken is going to make his way back to the cave. Is the commander staying put? He's going to
Well,
watch from the
Shovalov
road?
has been kind of like waiting for a while, and he finally dismounts from the horse. I'm going to shrink him. And before you get there, actually, because it's kind of happening around the same time, he is going to approach the others and go, "What is the hesitation? Something the matter?"
If we were going to fight the rebels, not kill unarmed, chained up people.
We will have them for you soon.
I know it is disappointing. You would have preferred battle, so would I. But at the end, we must do our duty. We can't all have fun. He reaches over to you, Yi-Ling, and hands you a pike. This pike is almost more like, part of a gate in a way. It's a sturdy bit of iron, but near the center of it, there is sort of a cross shape meant to hold a body in place to keep it from slipping.
The urge to turn it on this guy so strong. Also, just for the record, I hate Falkovnia so fucking much.
Oh, yeah, no. Anytime that we've dealt with Falkovnia, it's been bad.
It's the worst. It's the absolute worst. And I want to cry.
I tried to eye Loraphyra and just give her a look, soft gesture towards Yi-Ling.
Yi-Ling, I just want to ask you one question, sort of out of game. At least out of the moment. What would your parents say?
What would her parents say? Her father was a soldier. Fought in the 100-Year War. Do what you're ordered.
If only I had 9 more silver knives.
It's hard to say what her mother would do. Well, maybe not. I mean, she was a skald. Battle was great, but again, killing unarmed people who can't do anything, there's no honor in that. So it's a kind of an even split, just like me. In my character.
Then it should be no problem. Take the pike and drive it through the torso of one of these unarmed people.
I don't wanna.
Catching Lynn's look over at her, Loraphyra will just tip her head a little bit and turn to Yi-Ling. Let me help you.
Finally looks questioningly at Loraphyra.
We have a job to do. I say, meeting her eyes directly.
Fine. She'll snatch the pike out of the commander's hand. She'll go to the one who I presumably got knocked out by Drausken.
Yeah, by the other prisoner.
The other guy.
Oh yeah, sorry. She'll just kick him out flat. Oh my god, this is the worst! I hate it! I hate it so much!
Well, you could not do it.
I know. That's also why I hate it.
So,
But Yi-Ling knows her ambition. She's an agent. She's gonna drive it down directly into his heart so he dies immediately.
and with that, as you drive the pike into the center mass of this defenseless person's body, there's a gout of blood that splashes up, staining your hands. And now you can know that regardless of what you would have done today, this person's fate was known. the end was coming for them. And you decided ultimately to allow them to be a means to an end. What difference does it make?
All the difference in the fucking world. She's gonna heft this guy because it's nothing for her. She's just gonna almost not quite, but stomp a little bit past the commander guy and just go symmetry right and head out.
Yi-Ling takes the body with her.
Oh, she's gonna shoulder check Drausken on the way out too.
I was going to say, let me know when Drausken actually arrives.
So
Whenever she
Drausken,
passes
yeah, I'm going to say you guys pass each other because I think that's great. And you can see her with, having impaled a man and having him hoisted above her.
Drausken is going to look at Yi-Ling, kind of.
She's just utterly stone-faced, but she shoulder checked him hard as she passes.
Her stone face is speckled with dots of red, which are dripping down from the body that you impaled.
Rude.
I suppose that's 2 down, 8 to go.
Lynn is going to continue with the prisoner she's speaking with. She's just going to place a hand on his forehead and say, "Close your eyes. It will be over."
Drausken's going to saddle up beside, was it Shukalov or whatever?
Yep.
What's she doing? Last rites or something?
I am not sure. But sometimes new recruits have to justify this in their minds. Do you know how it is?
Yeah,
Sentiment and all of that.
When the adrenaline's not pumping, soldiers become awful soft when they're young.
The person that you're talking to, Lynn, closes her eyes.
With my hand on their forehead, I very gently tighten the grip of my fingers, and I hate that the book just has nothing on how the heck the Dampier's stat block is supposed to consume dreams, so I have to make this up every single time I do it.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, I guess. So,
After all, you
with
are
my
talented
fingers-
in description.
with my fingers pressed upon the sides of her head, I close my eyes and inhale. And I sort of try to intake that flow. I asked first, of course, and she gave her consent. And if once I feel that, well, not feel, I should get a pretty distinct vision of when her dreams and memories, when I've drunk from them.
You see a brighter world, a summer. You see a small house, another woman, some little ones. You smell bread, fresh and hot, and the sea air. And you drink it deep. The dream of a life. A life never lived. But belonging to one who did live one.
It's beautiful. Thank you. And I'm sorry. I reached my sickle and I slit her throat.
Oh,
You're
you're
not
so...
supposed to.
Yeah, I know. Oh, this is so hard to explain sometimes. Yes, but
Shall we?
I mean, okay, she's dead. That's good.
Drausken kind of like starts walking that way, kind of like hand on the shoulder with Sokolov.
Come on now, girl. You know what they said. We're not supposed to kill them first. That first one was my bad. You saw how he tried to rough me up. But this one, there was no reason.
I surmise that it would be more difficult to bring the pike in and out. It would be easier to simply take the body outside.
Oh, that is not the point. Don't you have any pride in what it is that you do? Don't you see that these are not simply executions? They are statements. They're monuments. They're art.
Drausken's gonna
Statements.
turn around and look at Loraphyra while this conversation's going on. Kind of be like,
Statements.
points.
I'm familiar with the sentiment.
What is
Okay, so you understand then.
what is Drausken pointing at?
The soldier.
Oh yeah, no, she kind of just nods a little bit. In her mind's eye, she already has a bullseye on his back.
I kind of want to assess, like, what kind of armor is he wearing and where any weak points in the armor might be.
Give me an insight check.
'23.
Uh-oh.
Insight's actually one of my better skills.
Good.
All
Good.
insight, no charisma.
You
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to kill people.
You notice he has a particular lean, a weakness in the left femur, or perhaps within the joint at the pelvis.
All right.
I will raise them on the pike. I will make them beautiful. Will that please you?
He places a gentle, paternal hand on your shoulder and says, "In time, it will please you."
Also, out of curiosity, all of these weapons around the chamber, are those actually there?
Yes.
Okay.
He has his hand on my shoulder. He's exposed his armpit. The ribs are right there.
Quickest way to a man's heart between the third and fourth rib.
Okay. Then I'm going to attack him.
Okay, if I get the sense that is like his intention, like I see him go for his sword, oh boy, here we go. I would, before we actually get into initiative, I want, because I'm standing slightly behind the commander. I want to lift a hand and squeeze my hand together and cast Vampiric Touch.
Okay.
Sorry, this is for your information. That was not the intended.
You die. Congratulations. No.
Yeah, you know, that's the way it goes sometimes, right?
Oh man. What a devastating decision to make. Not to the commander, that part is expected. But to Yi-Ling. Wow. I'm almost impressed. Well, go ahead. Roll initiative.
Unfortunately, they were out of position.
Oof.
And we have the...
The fated 99. 9999999.
It's apparently supposed to be 8. Okay, there.
I'll uncheck the tiebreaker. Maybe that will please roll 20.
In time, it will please you.
Roll 20, I'd better start pleasing us.
Oh my.
Oh my. Indeed. Well, Shuvalov, it's nice knowing you.
It really wasn't.
No.
I imagine not. Okay, so he does not know this is happening. So, Loraphyra, you cast a spell. Would you like to move?
I'm gonna stay right about here-ish. Keeping my shadow-wreathed hands slightly behind him.
Lynn, I think you probably don't actually know what's happening right now. So I think you're as surprised as he is.
I think I am. I was committed to doing this.
Yi-Ling is outside currently, but she will soon hear the scuffle happening.
She probably made it kind of far away too, didn't she?
Probably.
Well, I was gonna say before the battle, I was gonna say she's going as slow as humanly possible.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So we'll come back, and then Drausken, you're going in for the attack. So let's go ahead and see. Oh, I forget. Vampiric Touch is cast and attack at the same time, isn't it?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, so let's actually resolve that first, I should say. There will be no absolution, obviously.
Well, maybe not for him. 20 and 25 to hit.
Okay, yeah, certainly that is going to hit most things in the game.
And I'm kind of just reaching over and putting a hand on the back of his shoulder, and to siphon life force out of him. I don't need any healing, so it's just a little bit of extra electricity in my veins.
Excellent. Okay, now Drausken, go ahead.
Okay. So Drausken's plan, if at all possible, as Lynn pointed out, if he had his arm raised, Drausken's going to kind of shoulder up and try to shank into his exposed armpit, and then is going to follow up, and he's just going to ram his shield as hard as he can down onto that favored leg.
All right,
See if
well,
he can't break something.
go ahead and make an attack at advantage.
$23.
Hit.
He is not undead, so just the 9 slashing then.
Okay.
And then as far as the shield goes, how do you want to handle that?
He'll have disadvantage. So he gets a 12.
13.
Good enough. And so he goes down, collapsing onto the ground, wincing in pain as you take advantage of his weakness.
Okay. And then, honestly, I'm going to follow up and just smash him in the leg a second time. Like I said, I'm actually trying to break his leg, especially if he's got an injury there previously.
Okay. In that case, just give me an attack roll.
Okay.
And you still have advantage.
Yeah, I do not have a shield-based attack roll, so...
That's fine.
Suppose I have a dagger. That's a non-magical attack.
It's the same die. We can just say bludgeoning instead of piercing.
26.
Yep.
For another 4 points of bludgeoning.
All right. You hear a crack as you smash the shield into the leg, and we'll do some damage as well. And you cripple the man. Ugh.
And as
What?
I do, Drausken is going to try and drown out any kind of yelling he makes with, "God damn it, they've got a sword!"
Okay. And he shouts and curses at you. And then, as he's struggling on the floor holding his leg, he kind of curls up and tries to nurse it to the best of his ability. He takes no action to do any fighting. He's still kind of in shock and is in full defense mode. But the shout that you give is heard, and there are going to be some reactions. This guy would have been following up, but would have stopped right here.
If I am able to do any kind of item interaction, Drausken's going to try and kick one of those swords next to him towards the prisoners.
Okay. So, since everyone else is going to respawn now.
Oh boy. And we get mad at Yi-Ling for making dumb decisions.
Okay.
I'll just let her murder her first.
I love that you let her murder somebody and then fought.
There was absolutely
Excuse me,
no.
I wasn't in the cave. I just got here.
Right.
They
There was absolutely no way that could have gone any other way in with that at that moment.
They were out of position. We were waiting for him to overextend.
Is that... Yeah, okay, sure.
And honestly, if I can, one other quick aside on my turn, Drausken would look at Lynn and say, "The riders cannot get away."
Hmm.
Okay. So he just heard something, so we're going to skip him. And we've got a 9. Thank you. Roll 20. All right. Loraphyra. We're back to you.
On my turn, I'll use my action to once again make the attack. Because Vampiric Touch lasts for the entirety, and you can use your action to keep doing the thing.
Yes. I believe it is concentration, unless I'm...
Tis.
If those are attack rolls, he is prone.
Yes.
That's true.
In fact, you probably should have had advantage last time. But that's okay. You hit.
For another 10 necrotics, sucking the life force out of him.
Okay. Yes, you continue to draw his life force into yourself, and you can see his skin beginning to turn gray and to wither and desiccate before your eyes. All right, the other Lancer just got alerted, so he's not going to do anything right now. And Lynn.
I have my orders. Lynn is going to... Please, if I can get out far enough. Okay. I can see the outside. Range. Ooh. A little out of reach. It's out there. This will reach farther. 150. Okay. Planting her hand on the chilled snow outside, she is going to drop 40-foot radius. Is it enough? She's gonna drop a sleet storm right here.
So that's they're not gonna know there's a spell. They're just gonna be like, oh yeah, that's normal. Okay. Is there an immediate save? I think it's like a dex or fall down or something.
We'll see.
Adam, I
If a
wasn't
creature
actually.
enters the area spell for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it makes a dex saving.
So when they start the turn.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, go ahead and just leave it up.
There we go.
Sorry, Yi-Ling, what were you saying?
I wasn't actually moving my token, but I was moving out towards the gate. Just put me where you think I should be.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna put you
Stomping like a toddler.
right. In that case, I'm gonna put you like right near it,
Okay.
and like you're like doing your bloody work and regretting your decisions, and then there is this sudden like funnel of storm that appears in front of you, and you immediately recognize what's happening. This could be no one but Lynn, which means that your companions have decided to fight. And with that, unless there's something else, Lynn.
That is it. My turn.
Then we will go to you, Yi-Ling. What do you do?
This guy's another cavalry guy.
Yes.
Lynn is going to whisper, I'm so sorry. And then pull her glaive. She's just gonna basically drop the guy in the body in the pike and pull her glaive and just run straight for the cavalry. Yeah. She's got plenty of space.
You did say the horses shouldn't get away.
I mean, Yi-Ling just wants to go to town now that she has someone she thinks deserves to be killed. Ah! Oh, come on, really?
Well, you're attacking the horse.
Well, it's still going to be similar, but you do have advantage because they think you're an ally.
Oh, they thought I was running towards the cave. Okay, I will roll again.
Yeah, and they're
That's
like,
yes!
Nat 20 for
Thank
a
you,
30.
roll
Maker's
20.
mercy.
I like how we could do all of this like emotional turmoil and draw someone to tears, and like I'm like, oh no, she's gonna be upset for the rest of the game, and then nope, if you roll a nat 20, all is fine.
Just give me a target that's okay. I'm okay with. But she's gonna be so mad at everyone for letting her do that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
I am in emotional turmoil. I am upset. My morality is compromised. But you did let me stab a Nazi.
Yeah, exactly. And I
First
think...
attack is a critical hit. Well done.
Oh, and do I still have advantage on the second one or not at that point?
I would say not at that point.
Okay. Second attack. 27. I think that'll hit. Whoosh.
And it's better.
And I think because it's incredibly appropriate, Yi-Ling's gonna rage.
I think it is probably
Just so much rage.
understandable.
She's just like gonna scream something in her mother's mother tongue, and it's gonna sound awful. Even he has no idea what she's saying.
Uthgart's
Yeah,
mad.
exactly. It is a devastating insult among the Uthgard.
What did he say about mothers?
Oh,
All
man.
right. So you let off a jagged series of attacks and words, and sorry, excuse me.
It is way too early for that.
Yeah.
Is there an angry face for raging? I don't see one.
Okay, so we're gonna move to the soldiers at this point, and there are five of them, that must begin their turn within the sleet storm. So let's go ahead and take care of that. It looks like we are going to be making a dexterity saving throw. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right.
Progressively worse. I do like it when the GM does that.
Yes. So I think one of them probably saves, and the rest do not. With that, they fall prone. So let's go ahead and, well, I won't go through and mark each one right now. Let's see, when a creature falls prone, if a creature starts its turn in the spell's area and is concentrating on a spell, they are not. Okay, so it's just slippery. Okay. So they fall prone. I guess we use half our movement to stand up. And then we will use the remaining movement to move 5 feet. And then we will dash through the sleet storm for 15 feet. And then we will do the same and just make that a little shorter as they move 20 feet in total. This one did not fall, but is still going to be moving at half. So we are going to get about right here before our turn comes to an end. And then, are there any other soldiers? It looks like there are not. So, well done, Lynn, capturing all those soldiers in one go. Oh, actually, there is one other. This one sees the storm, takes a few steps forward, but decides not to brave it, and instead just kind of stands there shocked and isn't sure what to do. So he's going to stand there. And with that, we will now go to Drausken.
Okay. So basically, as a reaction to what happened last turn, Drausken's like, no, Lynn, damn it. And then just kind of looks at all the prisoners. You might want to arm yourselves right now. While he's just like continuing to fucking go to town on Shuvalov here.
Okay. All right. Do you want to make an attack roll?
I sure would. All right.
Shuvalov has remained prone during the last turn.
Broken legs will do that.
Yep.
Hey, that's the whole point. So that is 11 slashing damage. And then second attack is 26 for 10 more slashing damage.
So with that, he finally goes limp, and you finish him off.
All right. And then we're going to go run over towards the door. And kind of keep yelling outside, "To arms! To arms! The prisoners are escaping!"
Okay. Interesting. So at the end of that turn, the prisoners will move to the best of their ability. They're sort of chained together, but they will start to pick up swords. This one did not pick up the one next to him. This one grabs it and then moves with the rest. There we go. And they all go there and they start to pick up stuff. Now, their wrists are still essentially bound, so they can't attack well, but it's better than nothing.
Right.
Okay. With that, the commander turns and he goes, "Traitor!" And he is going to strike at Yi-Ling with a longsword attack. Actually, we'll do a shield charge.
Yoink.
All right. Yi-Ling, give me a strength saving throw.
There it is.
Okay, no problem at all, as the shield charge does nothing at all. And you actually anticipate the attack.
I know. It has to do damage. Never mind.
Okay. This Lancer turns towards you, Yi-Ling, and he takes his lance and he just swings it at you to the best of his ability. Yep, that seems right for attacking in melee with a lance. And he tries it one more time. And yep. Very awkward. And then he is going to, let's see. Interesting. He's going to move this away, leaving your threatened space.
Yeah, I'm gonna do an attack of opportunity. Yep.
Hit.
Hell yeah.
8 more damage.
And can I? Well, I don't know if I can do it on an attack of opportunity. Can I spend a key point to do Death Strike?
Sure.
Yay. So it's just a 1d6, but you know.
Yeah, it looks like you can. I mean, it just says when you hit.
I didn't want to assume.
All right, you give him a little extra for his troubles as he rides away to try to get a better position. And that is the end of his turn. The other Lancer is dead. So, Loraphyra, what do you do?
Do I think that there's any... they have chains on their wrists?
Yes.
Do I see a visible lock mechanism?
Yes, they're wearing manacles.
Okay, I'm going to check this guy's pockets to see if he happens to have a key in them, because if we can get them unchained, at the very least, they can help be some form of backup.
So he does not have a key on his person, as he didn't even know that these prisoners were here when you arrived. So no, he did not have access to that. But does someone else in this place have a key? Very likely.
Presumably.
Loraphyra has a key. A small key.
That works once. Before it breaks. Right?
Yeah, sure.
So I'd have to pick one person to do that too.
Too bad Jackson's not here.
Yeah, well, he can't be everywhere.
he can try.
No, he really can't.
Isn't Falkovnia, he could be. With 90-foot move speed or whatever.
Right. All right. I can barely see the grid.
Would you like me to turn
Is there
it
a
up?
grid?
Yes, I can see it, kind of.
Didn't even notice that.
I had
Right.
to zoom real far in order to see it.
Is that good enough?
Sure.
Okay, I can go farther. No worries.
I know it.
No.
I know this works. I know it ruins the aesthetic, but it is hard when it's white on white.
It's okay. All right, I think that should be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Square up, Adam.
Square up, indeed.
So I use my movement, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll stick here just in case to give myself a little bit of, if not cover, then at least some breathing room. Cool. And sure, why not?
Oh, I even had advantage on that shrink save. Well,
I will use my my bonus action to drop a spiritual weapon here.
Okay.
Which won't hit, but at the very least, I imagine a scythe appearing out of nowhere is enough to startle even a hardened warrior.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, what in the heck is happening, right? This is crazy. Y'all
In
crazy.
fairness, we're all kind of in the what in the fuck is happening camp.
Pretty much. So yes, the scythe appears and it takes a attempt to slash at him, but he just brings the shield up above his head and takes a low stance.
And that's the end of
So-
my turn.
Yes.
Just for my information, who was the person in charge here when we arrived? I've lost track.
This fellow,
Okay.
the fellow you just tried to scythe.
Misplaced scything.
Correct. Okay. Lynn.
Well, now that the battle is afoot, she takes her scythe in both hands. She actually turns back to Drausken in response to him calling her name, and just with a wide-eyed, almost fanatic expression, she says, "She entrusted me with her dreams." Or she's going to take off into the snow and get within range to brandish Nera and cut a wave through the air against the commander.
All right. 18 is a hit.
To be 8 necrotic damage, I believe.
Okay. A second scythe comes flying out of nowhere and attacks this guy, and he just can't believe that anyone would be so violent.
Okay.
Aha.
Anything else?
That is it for my turn.
Okay, Yi-Ling.
Yeah. This guy wants someone to be impaled so bad. Well,
Well, he already got it, but he can also
and
be.
Oh wait, I don't know if 16 hit. Sorry.
16 is a miss.
Oh, bummer. Okay. I'm going to attempt a stunning strike this time.
Kick.
Okay. He's got
20's a hit.
Yeah. He's got to make, I think, a con save.
Kick.
Ooh.
4 will not cut.
Ooh.
Sorry.
No, that's good. So yeah, he gets the sleepy face.
Let me do the damage too. Or wait, oh, it's the same. Cool. Yay. We like that. And he's just stunned till the end of my next turn. Yeah.
Yep.
So I think I get advantage on kicking his ass now, right?
That's when you flurry. That's the combo.
So
Right, use your V
Yes.
trigger.
we I don't know what that means, but yes.
Chris does. That's what matters. Maybe Dane does. I'm not sure. Let's see.
19 hit.
And 19. Yes, 19
Yay.
is a hit.
Kick.
All right, so 14 additional damage.
You just got a crush counter. Spend your meter.
Don't know what any of that means.
It's all fighting games jargon. Don't worry about it.
I know. It's fine. I think that's all I can do. That's action, bonus action, flurry blows. So, yeah, she's just screaming.
Yeah,
She's
no,
screaming
yeah.
right in this guy's face with every strike.
Okay, quick question. Did you remember to add your rage bonus to any of this damage?
The rage is strength.
Oh, it has to be a strength based.
My kicks can be strength based because I think you get to decide if it's strength or dex.
Yeah, but I can see that you rolled dex with them.
Yes, I did. Okay.
Okay.
Well, next time I'll kick with strength.
Kick hard. Okay.
kick hard rather than swiftly. He's stunned now. I can do that.
Yeah, true.
Curb stomp time.
Okay, all of these soldiers are once again starting their turn inside the sleet storm. So let's go ahead and re-roll for them.
Can I copy this? I don't think so.
Okay, dexterity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, looks like we got one save.
The 17 does not save. The DC is 18.
Oh, all right. So they all go down again. And they get back up.
I
And
get
then we
knocked
fight
down, but I get up again.
Okay. And then we're going to dash and go 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to get right there.
I like to think that because this is heavily obscured and this guy down here is effectively blind, he ran into the ramparts.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to do that to this guy. I'm going to say he gets befuddled. This one sees that he's got to do something about this, and he has no idea where the spell is coming from. He can't get past the gates, so he just has to deal with it. So 5, and then as soon as we get in, he collapses to the ground, and we'll just end his turn right there.
I love this spell so much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, no, it's doing good service. Now then, we are back to Drausken.
All right. So as these prisoners are arming themselves up, he kind of looks their direction and he says, "If you're looking to survive, you might want to come out here and join this fight." And then he will head outside. kind of look at all of the chaos all around. The horse. Go after the fucking horse. And then... I don't know that there's a lot more he can do. I guess I will go ahead and move just a little bit over here in case the rider tries to make a break for the north.
Okay. While you're moving in that direction, something pretty, perhaps.
No, yeah, I've been eyeballing it for a while.
Okay. You've been in the Okay, I just want to make sure. I don't know if anyone noticed the one in the cave, but you know.
Oh, wait.
You're like, wait, what? Okay.
We'll come back for it.
All right, the commander takes his turn and is stunned. So he's done. Okay. The Lancer comes charging in at Yi-Ling. No? Okay, great. And
Ooh.
Ooh.
Now I will use my reaction to do spiteful.
Okay.
So let's see. He did 12 piercing damage, which is halved to 6 because I'm raging.
Very true.
Sorry, I can't help myself. And
calculate the
then
extra d6 damage for movement.
For each 10 feet.
I
there's
wasn't,
actually probably
I
gonna be
wasn't going to
several of
point it
those.
out.
what is it?
There's extra
Yeah.
damage because he moved before he hit you, so.
Yeah.
I was reading the wrong box. There we go.
So it's an additional 13.
Have to 7.
Yeah, well, it's going to be 25 damage. So 12 damage you take, ultimately.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, and then I what does spiteful do when I attack
When?
the creature who damaged you with this weapon when you deal damage. Okay, I get it. Just an extra D10. Excellent. Okay. Hit the
When
tap
does
button.
the
Knockdown happen.
Knockdown proc?
I'll allow it after the
Okay.
after the hit. So I'm
Gonna-
fine with that.
Oh, I don't have advantage anymore, but I'm gonna guess the 28 hits.
Yes, it does.
That and an extra D10. Whee! Oh, come on, D10.
All right. So with all of that, you just with pure anger strike out at him as he strikes you, and you just take it and give back as good as you gave. I do need a strength saving throw from you, though.
That I get advantage on while I'm raging, if I
Sure.
remember correctly. So we.
Okay, so the horse comes bucking into you, and you sort of catch it as it stabs into you, and the horse and rider push in and kind of rise up it into the air as you are just like stopgapping this thing, and then as this is happening, you just like stab hard with the opposite side, and you can see blood come out of his cask as he coughs it up from your strike. And anyone who knows you just probably crap themselves, as you haven't shown this kind of ferocity yet.
She's officially lost her shit.
Yeah, indeed. And with that attack, he slumps and collapses from his horse.
That's
And,
just as good.
and the horse is like, nope, and just gallops in the opposite direction.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Well struck.
Thank
Loraphyra.
So hot right now.
I mean, yeah, but you don't have to brag about it.
But thank you.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Fan turned that shit.
30. I would like to use my bonus action to make an attack with the spiritual weapon. I believe he's still stunned, at least until your turn, Yi-Ling.
He is still stunned.
Amazing. Love that for me.
Critical hit as a result.
So that is 9 points of force damage on him.
So taken, he is still standing.
Okay. Why not? I'll throw a guiding bolt at him since I have advantage. Wow. What the hell? Two nat 20s in a row. I'm sorry.
Let's see that Kamehameha.
24 radiant damage.
Oh, God.
You should do Stunning Strike more often.
Stunning Strike
Stunning
is...
Strike is
Most
it's
of
really
the people I
OP.
hit have really good cons, so it doesn't do shit.
Sure.
But I guess these guys were sort of normal, might have sort of normal con. And he rolled poorly, so that helped.
Listen, this is a fearsome army. If you're a zombie or some dude.
Unfortunately for them, only, one of us is only kind of that.
I'm a very specific dude.
No. Lynn's kind of a zombie.
Kind of. Zombie adjacent.
Yeah, undead, but you know.
They're also a
Zombie
lot
coded.
better when they know who they're fighting.
That
and
does
fight as
give
a
them-
unit. They have a lot of buffs that help when they can work together.
Amazing.
And so far, they have not been able to do so. So
That was my movement, my action, my bonus action. I end my turn, and he is lit up like a Christmas tree for the next person to hit.
we'll give them that
I lay
yellow
down my
dot.
trap card and I end my
I lay down my 2 nat 20s in a row and end my turn. Thank you for that Stunning Strike giving me the 2 nat 20s.
Lynn,
Well, he's still stunned.
he's still stunned.
Get his ass.
It's gonna be Christmas for at least a few more days. 23 to go 14 necrotic damage.
Okay. Nira appears in a spectral form on the opposite side, and you yank it towards you, severing the man's head.
Bye-bye.
Oh, and I take his soul too.
Yes.
Schlorp.
Nara drinks well tonight.
Anything else?
We're just gonna continue my movement about right here. I'm just gonna keep an eye on the soldiers appearing from the storm, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. Yi-Ling. There's only one opponent that's visible at the moment.
Not for long.
Wow.
Look.
I don't blame you. It's
Rage. Sorry, I keep hitting the damage before you say. I just always assume anything over a 20 is gonna hit.
yeah, it's definitely gonna hit him.
Right. And again. Oh, that probably doesn't hit.
That's the wrong character sheet. Okay. 15 is a miss, yes.
Right, bonus action. Kick. I will use the strength one this time, although it's not as good to hit.
And a one's a one, regardless.
It's all right. I'll
You
live.
kick a bunch of snow in his general direction.
I charged so fast I buried my feet in it. I forgot to put bludgeoning.
All right, anything else?
Oh no, that was action, bonus action.
Okay, let's deal with the other soldiers first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dex, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They cannot get through it. So we're going to give them their 20 feet of double move. Oh my gosh. So bad. So they finally start to get close. And you can see one of them emerging from the storm. And there's only one who is already facing off against Yi-Ling. And is going to stab with his pike. And get a 21 to ultimately deal the whole 2 damage.
To me?
To you, yes.
So 1 damage.
No, it was 4, and now it's 2.
Sorry. I thought you did the math already.
I did.
I have too many windows open, and sometimes they cover what's happening.
Yep.
Oh shit.
You could spite him.
Which one is he?
Drausken, is you can kind of see this battle happening from across the way, and you see this guy stab, and it's like piteous. And you see the fallen commander, and you see the Lancer having fallen, both of them. These are not the Falcons that you remember. These are... Were you just never that strong? Or are these guys poor examples of what the Falcons used to be? It's not totally clear yet, but you're surprised and perhaps a little disappointed, even if you're on the winning end. And with that, we go to your turn.
All right. Well, we are going to go ahead and move up. And basically, as Drausken is moving up, he's kind of like surveying the battle. He'll kind of just say to the general area, not bad. We'll still need to talk about tactics when this is over, but not bad.
And that, from Drausken, is a glowing review. All right, so a dash and a comment?
Yep.
Okay. The battle concludes in a very predictable way as they slowly push their way through the wind funnel, through the gates, and nearly one by one are felled.
Do the prisoners ever make it out here?
They do.
I mean, honestly, when I see what the shape of the battle is and the commander's down, I'm gonna go check his pockets and go like release manacles if I find the key in his pocket.
Indeed. After felling the soldiers, you are able to find a key among the commander's belongings and release the prisoners, who also now have time to put on armor.
Drausken was actually going to have the prisoners kill the rest of the soldiers, but
Oh no, Yi-Ling absolutely destroyed these guys as they came out of the sleet storm.
Yeah.
Yi-Ling's like, mine.
We're just
Like
leaving,
at the end, she's heaving and covered in blood and just looking around wild-eyed for the next target.
we're just leaving her alone to work out some of her rage.
And I think that is a good point to break for now and then return later.
All right.
All right.
Then we will return very shortly, friends. Hang out and see what the aftermath of this particular shit show is. We'll be back very shortly. Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to the Fey Realm. We just finished up a combat. Over to you, Adam.
We just finished up a combat. And right now, the bodies are littering the snow, except for the bodies that you mounted on pikes. How are we feeling? Right.
Let's get these bodies down.
I
That's not a
assume
feeling.
that the storm has subsided by now, yes?
If they're all dead, yes.
Yes. So you enjoy the quiet of the camp, at least until the jingle jangle of chains falls down to the ground as you have released the prisoners and they have gathered up some weapons to perhaps be of some sort of assistance to you, even though this current battle has come to an end.
Let's get these
So-
bodies down.
Indeed. Start working on getting the bodies that are on pikes off of the pikes and at least down onto the ground.
stop. Drausken will turn to the prisoners. Assuming that you won your freedom in this battle, would you take these bodies down, or would you just flee the area?
I cannot speak for all of us, but for my part, I do not know what to do next. And so, I look to you, our saviors, to give us command.
Well, congratulations. You just won your freedom, fought off the Falcons, and after a brief standstill, you have your ability to leave.
An empty choice, it would seem. We cannot pass through the mist. And there is nowhere else in Falkovnia to go. We started this so that we could have a Falkovnia worth living in. Or to die trying.
Well, you might still get your wish yet. One or the other. For us, I think we still need to keep ourselves in the good graces of the Falcons. If they start looking for us as deserters, we'll never be able to get inside the town.
Then perhaps, at the very least, we can prepare this place to be a refuge for you should you need it.
And if the Falcons come back, their commander
we-
here is dead. I suspect they'll be sending scouts to find out what happened.
Then I suppose you had better hurry with whatever it is you are going to do.
Ren finally leaves Yi-Ling's eyes. She turns around towards the former prisoners. Would you rather go somewhere else that is pleasant?
It's Certainly, we would have preferred a life that was not here. But that life did not come.
I can give it to you now, if you so wish.
Do you think that will still work within a closed domain?
I don't see why not.
No matter where we go, we carry the scars of this place with us. And that is something that cannot change.
I did not offer to change that for you. Only to start somewhere else. As you are now.
No.
Very well. I apologize for what I did to your friend. I was clearly not aware of what the true plan was. Just looking at the three of them each in turn.
You offered promises that I did not suspect were false. I'm sorry it had to happen this way.
It did not have to. You chose. Whether or not I judge or do not judge, it makes no difference. But I chose to live my life in danger so that my death would have some meaning. And so, I will not change that course for myself. If I can be of some assistance to bloody the nose of Drakov, then that is a life good enough for me. We have, all of us, learned the death is just around the corner.
Well, except that one that was scraping and bowing and pleading for his life.
True. And I think that is why the other one struck him. But sometimes we do not know who we truly are until we are faced with the moment. But the rest of us will not bleat like sheep.
Good. I might actually begin to feel some small measure of respect for you.
Great, I suppose.
I don't expect you to care. I've rarely seen a group of, well, civilians muster up the kind of strength and intestinal fortitude you've displayed. I appreciate that. I find it refreshing. And, as it were, useful.
There is little left of me, at the very least, than spite.
Oh, spite's good. Hold on to spite. That'll keep you fighting.
I intend to.
Well, in that case, if you are interested in making this your camp, he kind of turns and looks at Loraphyra. I suspect you probably wouldn't leave the bodies of your dead comrades hanging up.
No, I would suspect not.
Actually, it might be preferable to do so. For a soldier passing by to see it.
Would it be better then to move the bodies outside of the gates so they are visible at a glance? And you do not befoul the camp?
Perhaps we should move at least some of them.
If nothing else, dead bodies cause disease, and I don't think you need one more thing to fight.
We'll take care of it. If you need to go on your way to achieve what you have come here to do, then do not waste time with our chores. And if you need us to die for you, if it will hurt Drakov, then call.
Well, if we're all very lucky, maybe it won't come to that. But this is Falkovnia, so it probably will.
You are the funniest man I have ever met.
I know. A real witty one here.
That is terrifying. I'm gonna take another peek back inside of the cave, just because you mentioned that we missed something.
I believe there was a crossbow in there,
Correct.
Yeah.
and there's a shield on the other side.
Shield is sitting in the wheelbarrow right here.
I'll go have a look at the crossbow. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Handouts. We love them.
Yeah.
Drausken, on the other hand, is going to take the body of the commander and move it off to the side of the camp.
Lynn
Yeah.
returns to the cave for the body of the one prisoner. She is going to try to gently carry it back outside. She did make a promise she intends to keep.
Indeed. Apparently, I either deleted or didn't save what was going on with the crossbow. I don't know. It's blank right now. So that's too bad. I'll have to come back to that another time. But here is the shield.
Is it crossbow of arrow shooting?
It's
You
called
put arrows in
a
it and-
spiked arbalist.
Ooh.
But this is the runic fox heater.
The chat. The only noble house to truly challenge my talons bore this crest. The wood in the region was renowned for its integrity. The same could not be said for the lord of the house, who immediately gave me the location of his children, thinking it would spare his life. His impalement was particularly painful and humiliating. Runic Fox Heater. As a reaction, you can spend and roll a hit die when you are hit with an attack roll, and you are wielding this shield. Reduce the damage you attack by the die amount plus your Constitution bonus. That's pretty sick.
Just preemptive healing.
Correct.
I wait for a short rest when you can do it now.
Indeed.
Healing via prevention.
Ounce of prevention, pound of cure.
Yep. Gotta love those, what is it, sages and astrologians?
Scholars.
Yeah, scholars.
Scholars and sages are shield healers.
I'm gonna nod and smile and pretend like I know what you're talking about.
Final Fantasy.
Ah.
It is an interesting design theory in terms of healing, though. So
I love
for
it,
another
actually.
time,
Yeah.
it is. It's really cool.
Make a YouTube video about it.
I'd be years too late.
That doesn't matter. Nostalgia's all the thing.
No, as in this information is readily available elsewhere in the game. It's this would be news to no one.
Doesn't need to be news to anyone as long as it's combining and compiling.
Well, everyone was doing all that. Actually, while Drausken was sort of trading, I don't know what do you want to call them, one-liners with the prisoner leader, Yi-Ling had already turned on her heel and walked away, and is just next to the sheep.
Bah.
She's already removed the pike from him and just sort of laid him out and can't really bring herself to do anything else. Just kneeling in the snow next to him. Still covered in blood. Some of it his.
I think that's a good opportunity for Lynn to approach. She also has a body that she is carrying. I know you didn't mean to.
Except that I did. I made the choice to put the mission above these people. And apparently that wasn't even what we were going to do, so I don't know how to feel about anything anymore.
You can help me dig a hole.
Can't bury these people. The chance is too high they could turn into undead themselves. And this ground is too cold anyway. Although I suppose that's not the problem for you. Should burn them, give a proper pyre.
I made this one a promise. I intend to keep it. You can join me if you wish.
What promise did you make?
Her favorite flowers. I don't know their name, but I know their color. This place is ill-suited to growing flowers, but they will struggle here, as we all do. They will fight against the chill, they will fight against the frosted soil, but they will be here. Using a cast of Move Earth, she is going to move aside enough dirt that she can lay down the body to rest. This is also normally where she would start the fire, but it might be a little too cold to start an open fire here.
Well, you are able to do your best to destroy the bodies to prevent them from becoming dead, except for the few strategic placed outside of the camp in order to appear to be a completed task as opposed to something to investigate.
For which she will brush aside enough snow to reveal the soil. Place her hand upon it, and with Druidcraft, she's going to try to grow whatever the local wildflower, hopefully snowflowers, and with the civilians' last words, she wants them in a vibrant yellow.
And so they are. You're looking within the pit, and it is like you have created a perfect bed of flowers. And nearly as soon as they are created, the cold chill of the air begins to tear away at their beauty. Whatever honor can be done to them, they are dead.
What equipment were the Lancers and the commander using?
So the soldiers are in chainmail and shield. The Lancers are in plate and shield. They, of course, have a lance, a heavy crossbow, and a longsword, as well as a set of spurs. And then the commander has a breastplate and a shield. Has a longsword, a heavy crossbow, and a shield, and that's it.
Okay.
Just so everyone knows, my favorite armor in 5th edition is the breastplate.
It is pretty solid.
Balanced piece of armor.
I'm trying to remember, honestly, if the breastplate is better than what I'm using. Likely could be.
I believe it is a 14 plus dex, maximum 2. Does not impose penalty on stealth.
Yeah, I'm just having a hell of a time finding a list in Roll20.
Yeah, like you look it up and it's like proficiency exists for this item. Thank you.
There we go. Okay, found it. Yeah, actually, breastplate is better than scale mail in almost every metric.
Correct.
So, it's not the half plate that I was looking for, but I will go ahead and take it.
If you have some smithing ability, you can take the plate armor and adapt it.
I do not.
There you go.
Drausken is proficient at woodworking, not armor crafting.
Okay, so if you find a particularly large warforged, you can remake them into a suit of armor.
Okay. So yeah, Drausken is going to go ahead and take that breastplate and don that instead.
Excellent.
The other thing, by the by, is that Drausken is burying the commanders separately and is kind of performing his own little internment ceremony.
And so you do. And however, wherever they go, they're all in the same place.
Right about 6 feet under.
5 feet for a lens thing.
Well, or 10 feet if she does it twice.
True.
But though there are many dead about you, not a one of them is your target.
Correct.
And you are no closer now than you were before.
It's not entirely true.
We have
More-
information.
Yeah, we have more information, and depending on how we play our cards, we have successfully completed this mission.
Yes, how exactly do we plan to explain this?
Well, we showed up in the midst of a massacre. The commander, for all of his years, underestimated a enemy that was driven to the point of desperation. They fought hard, and the commander was slain after he thought to send his troops away. We showed up in time to add a few bodies to the pikes, but the rest of them ran away.
Well, I suppose we'll see if we can sell that story.
I suppose we will.
So, where to?
Well, unfortunately, by confirmation of the prisoners, there is no other cell of rebels that we can go to for support. This was it. So, the information that we've managed to gather here is probably all the information we can get. Unless they have anything that the first guy neglected to tell me, secret passages into Lekar, anything like that.
Well, give me a history roll. Because you do have one Falkovnian insider in your group.
I have been aiming at trying to get him to get that information this whole time.
What? Sneaking into the city?
Yes!
Well, much like the late great Empress of Akath, you'll notice that the city of Lekar has been torn down and rebuilt, fortifications established and moved dozens of times. And if it's been 30 years, trust me, most of what I remember won't be there anymore.
Guess we'll find out.
I once watched as General Drakov ordered an entire sector of the city burned to the ground, and that we rebuilt it as a shanty town in the next 30 days. Anything that was there, gone.
It took 30 days for your renovation.
Ha!
Yes, because we have those, and he kind of jerks a thumb at the prisoner, not magical vampires that can reshape things with their mind.
Well, as has been pointed out, a lot has changed in 30 years. Apparently,
That stands to reason.
the Falcons have gotten worse.
Well, the Falcons have gotten greener. All of my former comrades. Well, let's just say we have bad news and good news. The bad news is that all of my comrades, all of the people that I was hoping to be able to utilize to build up a force to take back the place from Drakov, they're not an option anymore. The good news is, they're not an impediment anymore either.
It may well be that what the prisoner you were talking to at the beginning of all of this said may actually have something to do with it. If Drakov is now more butcher than warrior, sounds like training has slacked off. If everyone is only here for the bloodlust, and all they have to deal with are, well, the zombies are not easy necessarily, but not challenging, and people who are beaten down by hopelessness, they may be greener, but they also are just not trained.
It is a sad but fortunate turn of events for our cause. The downside to it, of course, is that all of those who sought peace, who were ready for retirement, all of those who just wanted to move into the next part of their lives, they've been replaced with zealots, with mindless butchers of her own making.
This too struck me as odd. You always spoke of the Falcons as dignified, organized, apprised of a tactical acumen that made them a fearsome army. I see none of that here.
Well, you see none of it here. They did manage to best the rebels, and they do have a fortress that is able to call down
artillery strikes via that dragon. Don't rule them out just yet.
Oh, I don't rule them
But
out,
yes.
but I'm also not holding them up as the impenetrable force that you have been warning of this entire time.
It is probably the best news that we've had on that front. For the mission, anyway.
Well then, do we return back to the other camp and attempt to sell our story and see where we go from there, or do we make straight for Lekar?
Drausken, I guess, turns to the prisoners. What is the security like at the gates of Lekar? How likely are we to be able to gain access to the city if we presented ourselves there? Not as rebels, but as part of a Falcon fighting force that was lost.
I think you would be better served presenting yourselves as strangers, as you do appear to be, and to offer your services as mercenary to the lady of the land.
Fair then.
Or you could stand upon the burning bridge of Lekar and make your intention known and challenge her at her very gates. And fell all of her champions one by one, march to the gate, storm open the war room, and destroy her.
Yes, certainly. Grand idea. But as it turns out, we are living in reality, not a grand fantasy.
No, definitely not a fancy.
So
That would
perhaps
be-
we'll stick with the former plan.
That would perhaps be more manageable if one of those champions didn't ride a dragon.
It is a good point.
We, as of yet, have to add dragon slaying to our list of accomplishments.
Well, I suppose we had to have something on the bucket list.
Yeah, it'd be real handy if that gold dragon friend of ours actually showed up, though.
We could send word.
Now, we never saw them after a Kath.
That's true.
I had hoped they would have wound up at the carnival, but who knows? Maybe they were taken by the mists like everyone else.
He didn't seem the type to respond to a call to arms.
Well then, if that is your plan, I see no reason to reject it at this point. All of my previous concerns seem to be null and void. So, Lekar.
Lekar.
And so you make your way across the corpse walk towards the burned bridge of Lekar. And once again, behold the gates. If I can find it. It's not like I have that many. Yes, there it is.
Is the dragon still circling overhead?
Yes. You can see its shadow on the ground.
Indeed.
That way you know where it is, relative to you.
However, there is no Shuvalov here now, yeah?
Bye.
Correct.
Rest in peace. Poor
Says
bastard.
I don't think he would prefer that.
that is a fair assessment. All right.
So, what happens now?
Well,
Now we are to play sell swords.
I'm going to stick to my original plan now that we're in Lekar. Even if I am presumed to be long dead, it's also much more likely that there will be people inside the walls that would recognize me. So I think I shall let Loraphyra do the talking as much as possible.
Very well. Then I will take the lead headed up to the gate.
Tell you what, doesn't get any easier to look at.
I'm hopeful that mine is well decayed by now. Yeah, I'll lead the group up toward the gate. How hard is it to get over the burning part of the bridge?
You just have to step to the side.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely keeping along the edge, making the way up to the gate.
You can see the Falkovnian soldiers sort of eyeing you and looking at you, but as you are a small force, they do not take any efforts to repel you.
Thank goodness, because I see those mounted.
Ballistae?
Thank you, ballistae. I could not remember what they were called. Big, heavy crossbows. Big, heavy crossbows.
I know what they are. I just thought it was pronounced ballista.
It would be Ballistae for pearl, I believe.
Yeah, singular versus plural.
Gotcha.
Is there anyone standing guard that hails as I approach, or do I need to like rap on the door?
Let's see what you can see. Ah,
Nothing.
that's why.
Not a damn thing.
Well, not a damn thing.
We see guards and walls and bodies.
As you approach, you can hear the cry of the dragon. And it begins to swoop.
And as we all know, swooping is bad.
And after a few moments, it lands opposite you. A grown adult red dragon.
Jeez.
Can't see anything on the gate, by the way.
It's not at the gate, it's behind us.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's okay. Not being able to see the guards on the gate is part of the point.
Then the figure jumps down from the dragon's back and stands on the bloody soil below.
Wow.
That's quite a hairdo.
Wow. Who dis?
That's some anime hair right there.
That is a gift.
Sure is.
Get the Yankee or get Zerai, one wonders.
If it's riding a red dragon,
It's a
there's
gift.
no
Yankee.
wondering.
Cool.
If it's a monk, we're not sure.
That's fair.
like 70-30. If it's a monk, it's probably a Gitzerai. But if it's on a
Probably.
red dragon, 100%
There's no
get Yankee.
question. Or a very good Gitzerai who has had a story to tell. So,
Well,
Istak, what is wanted here at the gates of Falkovnia, of Lekar?
good day. We are sellswords who found ourselves trapped in the mists and are looking for work.
Work. Work is aplenty in this bloody paradise. Welcome to your future, to your employment, your riches. I hope that you enjoy being paid in blood.
Well, it is certainly an interesting currency.
It is the sweetest of wines. Or dry if you prefer.
A little easier to carry about, one would think.
But the question is, are you worthy? Are you worthy of the time of the Falcons? I look upon you and I see the armor of one of our commanders. A trophy earned through rank or through battle.
Well, honestly, it was on a dead body. I kind of pulled it off because it was better than what I was wearing. I suppose I can turn it back over, but I'd really rather keep it.
So you are as one of these world's scavenging birds, then. What do they call them?
A raven?
Ravens.
Yes, that's the one. Vermin of the sky.
Oh, perhaps, but cunning and no pushover.
What is your name, Kichaki?
I don't think there's anyone in this group named Kachaki.
I think everyone in your group is Kichaki until proven otherwise.
I suppose you need to speak in the Taman tongue so we know what that means.
It means unworthy, fool. One destined for an ignoble death.
Oh. Sure, why not? Kachaki's all around then.
Do you know what this land has in store for you?
A lot of zombies. We ran into a fair number of the buggers.
And you have already battled them?
Oh, aye.
By the droves.
It was tedious, certainly.
You hunger for a greater challenge, perhaps.
If we're stuck here, the waves and waves of the undead are rather... They keep you busy for a little while, but they're dull.
Our sights are set higher, this is true.
Well then, Istik, allow me to test you, to blood you. You say you have fought these things, and perhaps that is so. Let us see if you can survive the night. If you can, then we will open the gates to you, and you may enter. If not, then we'll save one another a lot of time.
If you like. We have already survived a night here, but what is one more?
Suppose it wouldn't matter. Well, We will see if you are worthy of names come the morrow.
See, and here I thought there was going to be an actual challenge, like fighting him or the dragon. Yeah, oh well.
Truly. But we take our challenges where they are, I suppose.
And they take off.
All
And
right.
here we are again. Custodial work.
Indeed. Well, if it is to be surviving the night, I suppose we find a place to hole up as best we can. Smaller spaces are easier to defend, after all. Though I will leave this to you. What name did you take on here?
Chala.
Khala?
Holla at your boy.
That's what I heard.
I thought it was like heron or something.
Yeah, it might have been.
I mean, it's super.
Hiram.
It super
it was
does not.
Horaloo,
It's super.
warrior.
It super does not matter because the person he said it to is dead. So you can do whatever you want. Anyway, I
So,
defer to
well-
you on the tactical side of things. I'm sorry, Lynn, what were you saying?
Is that solely the task we are to be tested upon? He simply wants us to survive a night.
Mm-hmm.
There is stonework here. It would be easy to make a sealed shelter.
I was kind of thinking the same thing.
Then let's do that. At the very least,
So-
although I do not think that will impress our friend from the stars, it will certainly show a certain level of ability, perhaps. But not
I
the
am
kind
certain
he's
he is
looking for.
not. I am certain he is not looking for masons and homemakers. Showmanship in war is not something I am particularly versed in. Are there any other recommendations one might make?
I still think that dealing in stonework is a good idea to give ourselves at least a area that is easier to defend. How far are we from nightfall at this point?
Well, it's always sort of dark and gloomy in Falkovnia.
True, which works
with
It's like
wonders
the
for some
opposite of
things.
Philadelphia.
Very true. Very true. So it's a summer in San Francisco. So
That could be anything.
It's
Yeah,
true.
right.
And also depends on what part of the city you're in, because
Yes.
it could be
What
vastly
square
different.
mile of the city you're in?
I'm referencing Mark Twain a little bit.
Yeah, I take that statement none serious because he didn't go north of the Mason-Dixon line.
I see. Okay, so as you are getting ready for all of this, the gates actually begin to open. And there's a figure that steps through. And you see a woman with shorn hair, a scar across her nose and cheeks. Somewhat elven by the look, perhaps a half-elf, clad in plated armor and bearing a sword. And then here's like a closer look.
Well, I'll go gather some firewood, I suppose.
Mercenaries?
We are.
Ma'am?
Might I have a look at you?
Are we not yet through with orientation?
Is this the beginning of orientation?
The Dragon Rider has already gone to his next diversion.
Understood.
If the dragon itself were not a symbol, I would tell you that he is full of hot air. I am Radia. I am one of the other lieutenants to the general herself.
A pleasure to meet you, Radia. I am Loraphyra.
Loraphyra, I see by the expression in your eyes that you are no stranger to conflict. Have you come here to seek chaos?
We come here to seek purpose.
Then, I look at you. I look at your companions. I look upon the armaments that each of you bears, and the evidence is plain to see. No more games. No more fools. Come inside.
Thank you.
And she turns and marches in the opposite direction.
I'll look at Drausken. You know her?
She looks a little familiar. I don't recognize her off the top of my head, but honestly, I was worried it might have been Niall.
Who's Niall?
One of the old commanders. Sharp whip, that one. She would have recognized me in a heartbeat.
Hmm. Well then, we'll see what happens. I will continue speaking. Throw something at me if I say something terribly egregious.
Just
You
be
follow her
ignorant and
through the
eager.
through the gate.
Sorry, what did Drausken say?
Just be ignorant and eager.
Ah, well, I'm bad at both, but I'll do my best.
And for some reason, I didn't get Drausken. Okay.
How dare.
Woo! I'm gone.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back. My cats are making an egregious amount of noise, and I'm a little concerned.
Everything is egregious here.
It really is.
Oh yes. Yi-Ling has not said a single word since she spoke to Lynn.
And actually, I'm just going to make this easy. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the lighting on this map because it's actually getting more in the way than helping.
Thank goodness. We can pretend we don't see stuff.
So as soon as Drausken is through the gate, he's going to start looking around. He's going to try and get his bearings, how much of the city remains that he remembers, any of the defenses that he helped build or put into place. This might be his first chance at really feeling connected to Falkovnia again after 30 years.
A lot of it does feel different as you had expected. But there are troubling things. The houses, the buildings, the fortifications, they are put up hastily. There are many of them not sure. And then there's a familiar sight. a wall some distance away, a wall that you remember, something that you had on many occasions attempted to bring to the attention of others, whose duty it was to take care of the fortifications. But there always seemed to be something more pressing, something that required the commander's attention, or the general's, or yours. And you look upon it and you wonder, could it be? Could that flawed wall still be in disrepair? Southern wall. What has it been forsaken all of this time? Certainly to a mindless member of the undead horde, it would make little difference. But to a clever fighter, an infiltrator, or an assassin, it could be egregious.
That's the word of the night.
Word of the night.
It's a good word.
All right. He'll store that away for future reference when he's able to speak with his allies alone.
So, what is it that you all want?
Well, for tonight at least, shelter from the elements. After that, a discussion, I imagine, about where our talents and skills can best be used.
I see. And you have yet to make contact with anyone on the outside? The outside of this fortress?
We ran across some bodies. Besides, not the walking ones. Some that had fallen in combat.
Deception.
That is the truth.
The first thing we found when we got to Falkovnia was a bunch of dead bodies.
You are liars. Roll deception.
You are attempting to deflect some manner of truth.
Take responsibility. All right, let's see.
Absolutely not.
And you want to try and re-roll that?
Yeah, you
I
can
would
use
be
the
down
dead
to giving you a...
I got a +1 to it, but
Oh, no. Can Drausken attempt to aid?
It has been done. But if you want to provide a different answer, or supplement the answer...
See, this is the problem with not being able to add your guidance bonus while a roll is being made, is I never actually get to do it before someone rolls the dice.
As a reaction. Well, I mean, if she were to use a Deadpool point, you would now have time to add it if you wished.
Would anyone second?
Use it.
Yes.
I also might go down for Deadpool point.
All right.
So I assume someone has cleaned the blood off Yi-Ling.
We dropped
Actually,
her
no,
in the
keep
river
it.
on the way through.
It's more convincing. It's more convincing.
There we go.
Then, yeah, so that makes it extra funny that the dragon rider is all like, "You need to be blooded." She's literally covered in it.
I mean, Drausken is too.
So I don't know if you met any of the Githyanki in Baldur's Gate 3.
I have not played Baldur's Gate 3.
But they are not nice. Or reasonable.
Sure.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Please sympathize with this entire people who have a superiority complex.
So I will go ahead and re-roll that. Am I receiving guidance from Drausken?
I still love you, Bazel. Forever and always. Number one.
Big heart. Guidance and or help action.
She
whichever
was just
you
a little confused.
will allow.
She was perfect.
All right, boys, focus up.
The little froggy nose. Just love her.
Hey, I'm trying, Ren. I'm trying.
I know you are.
I'm still waiting for that deception roll.
I'm waiting to hear if I get guidance or the help action. That will change what I roll.
Okay, well, okay, the guidance you definitely get, but how are we helping?
Well, I mean, I suppose if anything,
He just stands there.
he would basically be doing one of those things where it's like, so there were bodies, and he'd be like, that one place over by the mountains, what are they called? And just kind of like adding stuff to add credence to her story.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're like adding details. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll actually even bother to point out the hordes are massing southwards on the road. We thought it better to turn away.
All right, let's hit.
Is that help action?
Yeah.
Just verifying before I roll.
No way!
That is so funny.
Hold on. Roll the guidance.
That cannot be real.
It is. That is a lot of 8s happening.
Wow.
Roll 20.
Yep.
That's like that time I rolled the 3
pushes it
nat
to a
ones in a
10.
row. Hey, we're doing what we can. It ain't
Love
great.
Fucking
She just nods.
bullshit.
Team effort. At least we're at a 10.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Wait,
right.
Lucky Wolf can't be used on a D20 roll, but it can be used on the D4 for the guidance.
What parts of the land did you say you have explored yet?
I don't think that we said that we had explored per se, but we had come from the mist, which is not particularly near Lekar.
So when you left the mist, between that time and coming here to Lekar, have you been anywhere else?
We've been a few places. You're testing my memory on Adam. You're testing my personal memory on bad sleep with like 5 hours in the car today. So
no.
I'm
Actually,
terribly
back.
sorry. I am not going to remember things.
Hold on. Let's lean into that. You'll have to forgive me if these sullen dales and dreadful forests all appear to look the same when the dead roam every inch of its soil.
There we go.
All right. So we like that.
Plausible deniability.
All right. You know what? Let's have performance, Lynn.
Glee is bad at that.
Since you have deflected with poetry.
Use guidance again, dude.
Yeah, I mean, if I can.
Sure.
Well,
Jesus.
I'll take your guidance, please. Please.
This is disgusting.
You're welcome to it.
That's a 10.
10. Very nice.
Is it though?
Also, the moon's weird. It's hard to keep track of anything when the mood is being as fucked up as it looks.
Push to 11 with the lucky wolf off. It matters.
I see. I think I understand. Can I ask you, what has happened with Captain Shokolov?
Just look around to the rest of the party. I'm not answering that.
None of us have charisma.
Yi-Ling did not actually see what happened to that guy. She has no idea. She never went back in the cave.
Drausken will go ahead and step forward. Okay, fine.
We came in from the mists. We ended up wandering around for a while, and the good captain found us. He took us back to one of the camps where we were supposed to go on a mission with him. We ended up getting involved in a big battle involving a bunch of the rebels. It was a massacre, dead bodies everywhere. The commander died, the captain died. I ended up taking some of the armor as we ran away because the fuck was I supposed to do? And we ran back to Lekar because where else were we supposed to go?
That was pretty good. You can go ahead and deceive me with advantage.
The least charismatic person in the group, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god!
Wait. If you have advantage, it should be the 19 because you rolled a nat 20
It is?
and a 19.
Yeah.
I don't know
clicked
why.
the wrong one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You got the nat 20 though.
But we get it. Higher number. We want higher number. Yeah. So, yeah, I never even click one or the other. I always just roll it. But anyway, she seems to kind of lean back a little bit, taking more of a comfortable stance. Looks at you, looks at the armor, looks over at Lynn, who's covered in blood, and looks like
Yi-Ling?
she's had,
All
Yi-Ling,
covered in blood.
and looks like she's having the worst time, and is just completely broken in so many different ways. She looks over and kind of drinks in Yi-Ling's expression, and she nods. Of course, she's coming to the wrong conclusion. She thinks that this has to do with seeing Falkovnia, experiencing it for the first time.
I mean, it's not wrong.
But
It
this
is.
wasn't so much of an introduction to Falkovnia as it was a baptism.
She's dead
Well-
inside. It's fine.
And all I can say to her is welcome. And so, we will go ahead and end it for tonight. And then
Welcome
we
to
will pick up
Falkovnia.
again.
Wee.
Ooh, drafted for a second time.
Maybe it'll stick this time.
Yeah,
thank
at least
you.
this time we're inside the city.
That's true. That is an improvement. That is an improvement over where we've been.
Gotta say, job market here is a little slippery.
Literally.
No, at least in a cat, you had job security.
Yeah, because you'd be raised from the dead if you dared to die on the job.
But you keep your job.
Oh my god.
Sure.
Perturbed.
Oh my god. All right. Well, thank you all so much for being here for this week's episode of Death. This was a very interesting one, shall we say. But we finally made it into Lekar, and we're gonna see what happens next week on Dragon Ball Z. See where we go from here. It's a very short streaming schedule this week because, as mentioned, there's been a lot of time in a car. That's because I'm house sitting 90 miles away from where I live. It's not fun. That drive is awful. So, I'm doing Midnight in the Garden of Chrome and Fog tomorrow, and that's it for the rest of the week. So join us for that, for the penultimate episode of Season 1 of Midnight in the Garden of Chrome and Fog. Super excited. Getting ready to wrap up. Getting ready to head into a rich bitch party, because that's how we roll, I guess. So thank you all so much for being here. And until we meet again, I hope that your journey back through the mushroom circles is as calm and as peaceful as it is possible to be. And until we meet again, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you all very soon. We're going to raid out to Jenna's online. Tell her I say hello. Night, everyone.